You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got Wham Bam and Babano here with me, and we got an easy three-piece to get through today, so shouldn't be too long of a show. I will go around the horn really quick. Babano, what's going on with you?
Yeah, good weekend overall. It was fun to watch a doubleheader on NBC last night. I was impressed with the production of the Sunday night basketball, the premiere of it last night. They gave you the two games, Lakers, Knicks, and Nuggets and Thunder. It was cool to see Bob Costas introduce it, tee it up, like passing the torch from the old generation of NBC to the new generation. That was pretty cool. It was a good night of basketball. We had the Knicks. They got it done against the Lakers yesterday. That was good. Split the last game, though. I thought Denver would play better than that, the playoff revenge. But, hey, give the Thunder credit. And that's the thing with the Thunder, and that's what's scary about them. When they're dialed in and they're into the game, they can beat you by any margin, and they showed it again last night. They were into that, and you got to pick your spots when the Thunder are interested and when they're not interested. And they were interested last night against Denver. They got the job done. But on we go to today. I'm so mad. I didn't bet the first game today, the early game, but I said, this is not at all a Charlotte spot. When's the last time Charlotte's played a big-time basketball game? And it felt like that game against San Antonio on Saturday was a big game for them. They won it. I said, watch them come out flat Monday afternoon, weird start time, and they're getting pummeled right now by the Pelicans. I was leaning Pelicans. I never pulled the trigger, but okay. Oh, well, on we go.
What up, Wham Bam?
Yeah, man, I'm on the bad side of that right there. I heard Jimmy say that he liked the Pelicans today, just based off of some of the same sentiments that Babano just displayed there. And I had Brandon Miller. He looks like he sucks right now for 2 for 12 from the field, 0 for 8 from 3. So not looking too good right now to start off from there. And I was on the Nuggets with you, Babano, last night, so that was not a good look there. But it is what it is. It does look like Peyton Watson is still cooking, even though Jokic is back. So that is something to look into for tomorrow. But right now, today, we got three-piece, like you said. It's time to get some money. It's nothing to blah, blah, blah about tonight, KC, if you're out there.
Let's get it. First up, we'll go Rockets and Pacers. Opened up 7.5, down to 6.5. Total also came down 223 to 218.5. A lot of that probably has to do with Kevin Durant being out tonight. Pacers, though, pretty healthy except for Obi Toppin, who's been out for a while. Rockets, we know they struggle to shoot. They're going to need some help from somewhere. I'm saying it's coming from Tari Eason. I'm going over 1.5 threes. He shoots it well. He's getting, over 5 attempts. Just to hit 2 when they're going to need him for spacing tonight, I think it's pretty easy ask. So that's how I chose to play it. But Banner, what do you think here?
Yeah, Tari Eason props make sense. I'm on Indiana here. I always like fading Houston when they're laying bigger points. This medium-sized favorite here, 6.5, 7. But it's not a great Houston spot. Big Dallas game, Saturday night showdown. They hung on to beat the Mavericks on Saturday night. That was on ABC, nationally televised. I think it's a little bit of a tricky spot going on the road against Indiana. Indiana, obviously they haven't had the season they hoped for. They've had to deal with a lot of injuries. The Pacers have won 2 in a row here on this homestand, beating Chicago and Atlanta the last 2 games. I think without Durant, obviously, can Houston be able to be efficient enough offensively to win by margin on the road? I'm willing to bet that won't be the case. So, yeah, I'm on Indiana here, plus 6.5.
Good stuff, Babano. Shout out to that, Brian. Hopefully you get that last one. We did just talk about that on the prop show. Wham Bam, what you got here, Rockets Pacers?
Yeah, I'm on Reed Shepherd over 2.5 threes. No KD typically means he's going to see an uptick in shots, uptick in 3-point attempts. And he's averaging 8.5 3-point attempts when KD is not in the lineup this year, shooting about 40% from 3. So I think he got a good enough opportunity tonight to get over this total. It's over 2.5 3-point makes at plus 110. So that'll be in my pocket today. Reed Shepherd over 2.5 3-point makes.
Reed Shepherd for Wham Bam. I'm going with Tari. And Babano says too many points to lay in this game. I think I can agree with that. Wolves and Grizzlies. Opened up 7.5, down to 6. Total open 227.5, and that's up 229.5 is kind of what we're looking at there. Injury report, we do have Jaren Jackson Jr. probable now. No Aldama, Clark Edey, the usuals. For Minnesota, and Julius Randle are questionable, along with Terrence Shannon Jr. out. These teams did just play the other day. There was no Jaren Jackson in that game, though. The Wolves did win pretty easily. They covered this game. Right back in the same venue, no travel. What do you say here, Babano?
Look, Minnesota, let's give them credit. They have been a team that have been playing up and down, inconsistent, struggling to late when laying points to cover these bigger numbers. But they're 4-0 straight up, 4-0 against the spread their last 4 games, and they are starting to cover as a favorite. 8-point favorite against Golden State. They won by 25. 11-point favorite against Memphis just a few days ago. They won by 17. But this is different. You're playing this same team, the Memphis Grizzlies, same building. Now we've got the statuses in doubt of both Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, and Julius Randle. Jaren Jackson's back. Are they going to be locked in and focused on beating the same team in blowout fashion that they just beat, a few days ago? Meanwhile, I think Memphis on their home floor, I think they will have a step-up effort. Don't love it, but I'm willing to step in and take a shot here with Memphis here, plus 7.5 in this bounce-back spot. I might split it between first half and full game as well, because I expect first half they will come out strong. Maybe Minnesota a little sleepy early in the game, but yeah, I'll look at Memphis here, first half, full game split.
Wham bam. It's 6 right now. I do see 6.5 at a couple shots, but looks like it could be turning to 5.5 soon. What do you think here, Wham bam?
Yeah, no, I like Dante DiVincenzo over 13.5 points today. I think that's the good look there. I think he's going to be one of those guys that's being shopped around, being looked in as a trade piece to be moved. And as he's being that trade piece, I think he's going to get a little bit more opportunity to get over this total here. So it's been teetering around this number. This number hasn't been what his total's been looking like. It's just been upped. And he hasn't been over this total at all over the last 3 games. So I think that shows that the bookmakers are expecting him to have a little bit more opportunity today. I think this total is high for a reason. I like Dante DiVincenzo over 13.5 points.
All right, good stuff. I don't know if Rara's talking to us or who he's talking to. I'm not sure. I don't know who people are, but I'm just keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. 76ers and Clippers opened up as a pick'em, and man, it's moving right now. It's lighting up red all across my board, and I see a 2 at one shop for the Clippers minus. I see 1.5. I see Philly minus 1.5 turning to Philly minus 1.5 at a couple shops. So maybe we're getting injury news on this right now.
Yeah, James Harden's out.
Harden out.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
Yep.
And it is a back-to-back for these Clippers as well. I kind of thought that I would look towards the Clippers if Harden was in, but with them out, kind of nasty to look towards them on a back-to-back. I don't know here. I'm gonna go to you first, Wham Bam. What you think?
Yeah, I already got the Clippers money line here. Got it at minus 130, minus 135. I think that the Clippers still gonna win this game, Harden in or out. I wanted obviously Harden in. We talked about this earlier on the sesh. That's the reason why Jimmy didn't want to take this bet yet, but he was still saying the same sentiments that he likes the Clippers here. I think that you get snubbed here from the playoff, from the All-Star game. When the All-Star game is in your new nice shiny stadium, you're gonna feel some type of way. And on top of that, this is not the greatest spot for the 76ers, even with Harden out the lineup. I think that they can still pull this off here. I'm not saying that Dunn is going to be able to be a good Harden replacement, but I still think that Kawhi's pissed off because they got Danny Avdia starting in the All-Star game, and he has been hooping. He hasn't even been in a wheelchair recently, and he gets snubbed here. So I think that he shows up here, and the Clipper does as well. I still like the Clippers money line.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I was eyeing the Clippers too. But I didn't bet it because I was wondering what but I was worried something like this on a back-to-back could happen, that someone would be ruled out and Harden might. I still might wait and just get the Clippers at the best number possible. I still like this spot for them. Philly starting a road trip. The Clippers I think can still match up pretty well here in this spot. And they are, by the way, they've covered 10 of their last 11 at the Intuit Dome here at home. They have been a monster from a point spread standpoint here at home. Going into this matchup. So when you're talking about a team that's 10-1 ATS in their last 11 home games, not exactly a team I'm excited about betting against here in this venue. And the Clippers have been just getting it done here at home. So I was initially leaning Clippers, and even with the Harden news, I might just wait it out, whatever the bet, because we'll get the Clippers now as a slight home underdog, wait it out, and I think I'll still take the Clippers for something.
Man. Yeah, I both still like the Clippers. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be involved.
Rest disadvantage is the concern. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embiid has been playing well lately. I saw somebody mention Embiid. His points have been hitting like every single game lately. Definitely could hit again tonight. I mean, he hasn't played the Clippers, I don't think, the past couple of years, but he definitely has a history of good games versus Zubac.
I would say just ride it. He's gone over his point total in 7 straight, 7 of the last 10 as well. And 43% of the time he's gone over it against the Clippers. So I would say not a bad option.
That was a Dutch play today. I think he was on Embiid. Yeah.
All right, good stuff, y'all. We did have one question. I'll just ask. Me personally, my answer will be I will not look at a future until after the trade deadline because I want to know where everybody's settling at. And then I'll have my decisions probably shored up then. Anything from you guys?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I'm going to look more into futures probably closer to the All-Star break weekend in the NBA, but there's definitely some I'm interested in as far as some value looks right now at this point in time. Crazy as it is to say, Philly might be one of them. But again, we'll see. As far as value, like before the season, I didn't touch them. But, it's based on, the ceiling they have. And, there's potential, they could be someone to look at as far as futures value is concerned. I did want to mention a player prop, too, for Indiana. This is worth it. Like, he's in the starting 5 right now. The point total has been so low on this player. He's gone over it in 5 straight games. Give me Jarris Walker for Indiana. His point total is only 9.5 here tonight in this game. He's gone over that in 5 straight games. So I like that prop. I bet it earlier. Jarris Walker, Indiana, over 9.5 points.
No futures right now for me that's going to be added. Only thing that we had is Toronto or season win total. That's already looking good. So that's the only thing we got.
And we did have Flash saying he took the Knicks. That's a good number to have the Knicks at, I think, at the very least. And Razor says he thinks he might be taking the Cavs to win it all. I hope he's joking, bro. Please don't do that. You go. It's a lot better things you could do with that money than go burn it on the Cavaliers.
I will say this: the East is wide fucking open. You give me a real strong, dominant, big favorite to win that conference right now. Hard to find. I think the Knicks, though, if they get their shit together, and they're getting their shit together right now, the Knicks, they're still going to be tough, maybe the toughest to beat, but never say never in that conference.
Bro, hey, Razor, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. All right, best bets. We're going to go to Wham Bam first like we always do. Let people know how to get paid, Wham Bam.
Yeah, I would go with Reed Shepherd over 2.5 threes. I think no KD is a big adjustment there for the team. I think we had a conversation earlier on the session, and my guy Jimmy did bring to the table that KD is going to slow the ball down. There's going to be a little bit more increase of pace. I think that is the case here for the Houston Rockets team. So more opportunities for Reed Shepherd. He's about 8.5 attempts is what he's averaging. He should just be able to get 40%, 38%. Let's get to that. Over 2.5 threes with Reed Shepherd. 3-point makes.
Good stuff from Wham Bam. For myself, I'm gonna go back to that game where he said, I guess we don't handicap, we just talk. I did take the Grizzlies plus 7.5. It's down to 6 or 6.5. I still think that's a good enough number in this game for tonight. I mean, this Timberwolves team, they've been playing well, right? They've blown out each of their opponents the last 4 games, including the Grizzlies. They were minus 11. They blew them out and they covered. Nobody traveled. Nobody did anything. Come back right here. They're minus 7.5. I thought that was pretty telling. You see the line continuing to move that way. It could just be injuries. Whatever the case is, I think you'll get a good performance from the Grizzlies. I like the addition of Ty Jerome back in the lineup. He's going to be a boost offensively for them. And if Ant or Randall don't play, it's a bonus. If they do play, I still think the Grizzlies cover. So Grizzlies plus will be my best bet for the show. And last but not least, Babano, let him know how to get to the window and take us home.
Yeah, Memphis is on the card, but it's not my best bet. I will go to Indiana plus 6.5 against Houston. I think this is the right spot to step in against Houston. Off no Durant, coming off the big showdown against Dallas on national TV Saturday night. And I like the way the Pacers have played on this homestand. And all they got to do is hang in there, be competitive. They've also covered 2 in a row head-to-head at home versus the Rockets. The last 2 meetings, they've hosted the Rockets here in Indiana. So Indiana for me, plus 6.5 for best bet. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Hit the like button on the way out. The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.